Hey, Joseph here. Today we're going to be taking a crack at the Extreme Desert Challenge with two X's. The extra X is for extra extreme. The way we'll be doing this is by increasing the global temperature to maximum, ensuring the world we generate is absolutely broiling. We'll be trying to survive for 1 year with only one colonist for the entirety of the playthrough. If we die, we'll restart and try again and again and again until we accomplish our goal. This is an almost entirely vanilla playthrough with all DLC enabled, with the only mod being Prepare Moderately, which I'll link to below. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go ahead and start a new colony. We're gonna do Naked Brutality, Strive to Survive, Commitment Mode, switch off of Cassandra to Randy, and then we're gonna make this more extreme. We're gonna absolutely boil the planet, and then lower rainfall to give us a lot of options. Nuke, that's a pretty good seed, pretty accurate. All right, let's go ahead and generate and see what we end up with. All right. Awesome. So it looks like the whole planet is pretty much a desert, which is what I was expecting. So, for those who don't know, the farther south you go in RimWorld, the higher the temperature is. So if I'm up here, you can see the average temperature is 98 to 142 Fahrenheit. But if I go all the way down here, 167 to 179, and that's more what we're looking for. That's our speed. That's the extreme desert. So I actually see down here one that might be slightly warmer, so we'll give that one a try. For this one, I'm just gonna leave ideology off, and then I do have the Prepare Moderately mod installed. It's the only mod I currently got, but it should make it easier for us to filter out people who aren't too great. So we'll go with our basic filter. Randomize. Got a nimble guy. Passionate in a couple things. It's not too bad actually. It'll take him a while to learn some stuff because he's not too passionate about too much. But whatever. Shane Pates sounds good. Let's go ahead and get started and see what happens. All right, so here we go. Immediately pause the game, see what we got. So first problem, of course, unsurprisingly, is going to be the heat. Very hot here in the desert, 162 degrees. He's gonna get heat stroke pretty quickly. Now, normally, what you would do in a situation like this is you would build a passive cooler, right? So under here, we got this passive cooler. Doesn't require any infrastructure or anything to set up. The problem with the desert is there's not a lot of wood in it. So what we're probably gonna have to do instead, yep, only got one cactus on the map, is we're gonna have to actually mine steel and get set up. Ooh, this one looks promising. In one of these structures around here before we die of heat stroke. So let's see if we can do it. Not sure. Let's find out. As you can see, we already got heat stroke initial. That's going up really quickly. And the problem is, as this goes up, his consciousness goes down. So does his manipulation. And if his manipulation's weakened, he's already not too great at construction. And the lower that manipulation goes, the worse he's going to be at it. Higher chance to fail his construction. So we really need to get a move on here. See, he's already up to serious. Okay, so how much we got? We got 153. That's almost enough. I'm going to have to keep going. Come on, Shane. I believe in you. Okay. That's probably enough. We got a little bit extra, which is good because it's highly possible he might fail a construction. So let's go ahead and we'll get this queued up. Okay, and then go ahead and get this queued up. Now we're not going to be able to build these yet because on top of the steel, we're also going to need components. So I thought I saw some. Yeah, we see some down here and some down here. So we'll go ahead and mine out this vein. Cancel this. We got enough steel. All right, I'd rather you prioritize this right now, Shane. Oh, there we go. At this point, it's pretty much all over. We'll let it play out, but yeah, once they go down, there's really no coming back from that. I mean, it's the desert. It's not like it's gonna get any colder. Yeah, there he goes. Game over. Okay. So kind of figured that might happen. We're at a very high temperature here. All right, so that scenario didn't work out because we were more or less doing this with one hand tied behind our back. So let me show you how this might actually be possible. You know what? Let's do the same seat. I think it'll be more interesting that way. There we go. Awesome. So we were down right here, I believe. Okay. So leave that the same. But here's what we got to do. So before we were working with a baseliner, but if you want to make this, uh, frankly, feasible, what you can do is instead go here to the xenotype editor and create a custom xenotype. So somebody who will do a good job of surviving in the desert or anywhere really. And one of the things, the most obvious things that'll help us is, of course, heat super tolerant. So it makes it so that it's still going to be way too hot for them, but it'll be they won't die of heat stroke as quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this loaded up, and I'll be back with you guys in a sec. Okay, guys, here's what I got. So first off, we're gonna make them hemogenic, whatever. They drink blood. They're a vampire. We're gonna give them long jump legs, which uses hemogen because it's frankly pretty broken. Super immunity, which will be great for a solo colonist. Super clotting, which is also really broken. You'll probably see that if we get into combat. Psychically deaf because we're not going to be using psychic. And then they are very unhappy, but we got that heat super tolerant, which is probably the most important thing. So let's go ahead and name him Desert Boy, and then we'll go ahead and save and apply. And let's see, we got an aesthetic right off the bat, although they're not too great at shooting, which is kind of a problem. Let's go ahead and try for another. Fast walker, psychically deaf. Still not great. Uh, yeah, this is fine. We can work with this. So we got Scott Sasbo. Let's go ahead and start it up and see what we get. All right, so let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like we landed. What's their comfortable? Okay, see, so their comfortable temperature goes all the way up to 115, which is a far cry better than what we had before, I'm sure. And yeah, we're on the same map, so we're gonna do the same thing. I think this time I'm actually gonna start with the compacted machinery because as we saw, it pretty much immediately started losing the ability to grab stuff as he was mining. His mining's a lot better than the previous fellow though, so this might go a little bit better. I guess we'll see. Okay, so that's 6, which might be enough, but I'm gonna actually let him go ahead and get those last 2 there. Okay, awesome. So that should be enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do steel now. We're still at initial heat stroke, so we might be okay. Work your way through it, Zabro. Okay, 163. Okay, so that is 203, which might be enough. I guess we'll find out. Depends on how successful he is during construction. I got faith in you, buddy. All right. Let's go ahead and cancel this. All right, go for it. Unfortunately, he's fairly close to the steel and the components, but still kind of sucks. He's going back and forth every time. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and set up a stockpile zone here. Go ahead and haul all these for me so you don't have to go back and forth. Okay, awesome. Okay, now work on that. Serious? Okay, we don't have a whole lot of time. Oh, no. Didn't make it. Still didn't make it. Alright. We'll go ahead and let it play out. Always let it play out to the end. And he's gone. There we go. Alright. Alright, back to the drawing board. Okay. So here's what I got. Another thing that I think we can try. Something I haven't really been taking advantage of. So overhead mountains actually have a much lower temperature than the biome that they're in. I don't think it'll be enough of a difference to save us, but we'll give it a try, I guess. Let's go ahead and select our desert boy. Go ahead and prepare with our basic filter. Slow lure. Oh no, none of that. Body modder's fine. Yeah, this is good. This is fine. That initial little bit in mining, very important for this challenge. All right, we're dropping in. So this time we're going to do things a little different. We're going to see if we can get under a mountain really quickly, build a door, and see how low the temperature gets. I think our best bet's probably here. This looks like it's the deepest mountain, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and dig. I think it's a lot quicker to dig through this, so we'll dig through to here. I do also want to get a little bit of steel though, just so we can build a door, and we'll see how well this goes. Okay, we can see this is all just a thin rock roof at the moment, which won't be good enough for us. We got to get to that overhead mountain. Still an initial. Okay, there's overhead mountain. Dig just a little bit more. Give me one more. Okay. Now let's go ahead and hopefully this isn't deep enough. Let's go ahead and build a door, and then we'll see what kind of temperature we get. Steel door right there. Prioritize that. Okay. Go for it, Rhea. Don't screw it up. Okay, yeah, keep digging. That's fine. Yeah, to be honest, right off the bat, I'm not noticing enough of a difference where it's gonna save her, unfortunately. I think it's like a 10-degree difference, which, with how friggin' boiling it is out, I don't think that's gonna be enough to prevent her from dying from heat stroke. But tell you what, you just stay in here. We'll see if it goes down anymore. But I don't think it's in the cards for Rhea. Sorry, Rhea. Yep, there she goes. There she goes. All right. R.I.P. So it looks like there is about a 10-degree difference between overhead mountain and outside, which is good to know. You know, it might make our cooling our base a little easier in the future. But I think we're gonna have to try something else to get this to work. Yeah, there she goes. All right, back to the drawing board again. Okay, guys, here's what I got. So if you think about it, there aren't really any genes that will make us any more tolerant of the heat, but there are some genes, elongated fingers, smooth tail, and great mining, that will help us mine a little bit faster, which is what we're spending most of our time doing in this challenge. So I went ahead and took these two in great mining. As a trade-off, I had to take poor cooking and cold weakness, which I probably should have taken in the first place anyway, because the desert isn't very cold. So we're gonna try this, and we'll see how it ends up. Okay, so here we go. Got a few passions and a few different things. Construction's okay, it's good enough, and mining is 12 with the great mining gene. It'll only get better from there. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna see if we can do better this time. All right. So first thing we're gonna do, go ahead and mine this steel like we did last time. Should go a little bit quicker with the improved manipulation. Yeah, look at that. Very good. He's even, I think, getting a little bit extra steel there too. Even with the heat stroke, his manipulation is still 110%. It's great. Okay, that's all we need for that. Go down here to the compacted machinery, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually, once we dig this out, I'm gonna build a door here and build the power infrastructure right here actually, so that we don't have to travel as far too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do this stockpile zone, cancel this, Alright, go ahead and haul that, buddy. Yeah, there we go. So he has a lot less travel to do as well. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about this run, guys. Okay, okay. So with that being the case, where's our roof at? Okay, awesome. So what we're gonna do, time is of the essence. Um, oh, right, the terrain requirement. I think we can still, yeah, we can get something right here. That's fine. We can run some power cables. Those don't cost very much steel, and I think we're okay. So let's go ahead and give that a try. We'll have to build a door which uses additional steel, which kind of sucks, but you know, what can you do? We're just making sure. Yeah, okay, awesome. Go ahead and cancel that. You got what you need. All right, and even with minor heat stroke, because of his manipulation, I still don't think he's gonna fail this construction. Okay, great. Now, we're actually gonna need to dig this out too really quick. Okay, awesome. Now, two things we need to build. Go ahead and get our cooler built, which we actually don't need to run any conduit. That's great. I think if I do this, this still technically counts as indoors because there's that diagonal between them. I guess we'll find out. So we got 107. We need 90 for this, so we're actually going to need to mine one more bit of steel. I think we got time. Not a lot, but come on, buddy, you got this. Just don't fail. All right, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. All right, go ahead and roof it. Yeah, buddy, get in there. Ah, there we go. Excellent. So we can see it's going down. We did it. We did it. Okay. Okay, awesome. Ooh. All right, we're gonna let that play out. The cooling in here kind of sucks because we got that diagonal. Um, so let's go ahead and actually, while we're in here, let's go ahead and mine out the rest of these components. And then we're gonna have to worry about our next problem, which is food. But hey, that's great, guys. We finally got to the point where we could survive past the first few hours, which is always good. So what do we got in terms of wildlife? Nothing. Okay, well that's less than ideal. That's some would even say suboptimal. So we're gonna have to get creative when it comes to food. All right, to think about this. I think we got a couple options here, but I think the one that we're probably gonna end up going for is actually opening up this right here, the Ancient Danger, which is a bit risky, I know, but if there's nothing else on the map, then it's really where we need to go for food. So if we're really lucky, what we'll find in here are a bunch of bugs, and then we can cook those up and eat them. If we're really unlucky, it'll be a bunch of those aberrations from Anomaly, um, or mechs, in which case they'll probably kill us. I mean, the insects might still just kill us anyway. We'll lay some traps out to see if we can get them. But once we do that, hopefully there's some crypto sleep caskets in there, and then maybe we can get ourselves some food from there. It wouldn't be a RimWorld playthrough without a little bit of cannibalism. Alright, let's get ourselves some steel because we're going to want to lay out some traps. Okay, major break risk. What's wrong besides everything? It's hot. Okay, well, not really anything I can do about that. If you get too hot, you can always go and chill in the AC. So we got 240, which is enough to lay out a few traps and a little structure, and doing okay on food at the moment. He's gonna become malnourished soon, but with his Increased manipulation, I don't think that should be too much of a problem, at least for a little bit. So we can work on getting all this built. So let's go ahead. I wonder if there's any of this that we can kind of use to funnel these guys. Yeah, I'm seeing if I do some two here and two here. Oop, not there. Here, we can actually get a nice trap hallway set up here. We don't have any weapons, so traps are really the only way we can go right now. Although we could craft something up real quick, just a little club, so that we're not completely naked when we go and fight against them. So what I'll do, how do we want to lay this out? So I'll go ahead and build a door right here, so I don't have to be right next to, don't have to actually go through the trap hallway because colonists have a tendency to set those off. So let me go ahead and get the blueprint set up for some traps here. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, not bad, which will cost us 180 altogether. So go ahead and mine a little bit more. Yeah, don't sleep out in the heat, my dude. Go here. All right, wait for some wind, and then it'll be able to cool down. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Well, hopefully his insane ramblings go away before he gets serious heat stroke, because if he does, then it's all over. Now go ahead, get it out of your system, noob. Oh yeah, this isn't good. Yep, there we go. Okay, all over. That's all right. We know we got a strategy that works, so we can come right back here with someone similar and do the same thing, and then we might actually be able to survive this. Hopefully we'll get some wildlife in the next playthrough as well, so we got something to eat before we got to take on that ancient danger. Alright, noob. Guess it's not too surprising you died with a name like that. Okay, yep, there we go. Game over. No worries. We'll call it there for now, guys, but I definitely want to continue this challenge, so I'll be uploading a part 2 within the next week or so. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.